Yesterday we learned the timetables in minutes. 9 times table in less than a minute. 8 for the price of 1. Think one less than the partner. 5 and even. 4 for the price of 1. Think one less and naught, and so forth. So because we can do now the basic facts, we can do now again our algorithms. Before you play a game of soccer or rugby, you have 5 minutes of warming up. That is actually what I'm doing here. So I'm not saying 4 5s is 20 put on, no. I'm first telling you that you have to multiply these two and that you have to multiply these two. So that's the first step, is getting used to it. So in addition, 5 and 4 is 9. No, we have now 4 times that one and 4 times that one. See, I don't write it down like this. I say 4 times 35. I do 4 times 30 because this is not 3. This is 35. So I do, we know that 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 4s are 12. And 4 30 is 120. And 4 5 is 20, so it's 140. But that's when you do it mentally. This is warming up exercise. So algorithm, again, you have to multiply these two and these two. So in this case, forget about the 30 or at 300, doesn't matter. Warming up exercises. Again, we do it as stepping stones. We get first comfortable, 4 5s, half the number and a note. So we put it down. There's nothing wrong with it because you have 12 years to do this. And then we do 4 3s. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have learned that. So you can actually have a rest now. Because you have done all the work. Put down the note, carry the 2, and 12 is 14. The sum is done. Remember, I said don't ever put crutch figures. These are not crutch figures. These are the real answers. 4 5 is 20 and 4 3. There's nothing crutchy about it. And if you feel comfortable to do that mentally without writing the answers down, then of course 4 5 is 20, put down the note, carry the 1. Aha! 4 5 is 20, put down the note, carry the 2. So mentally, carry the 2, and if you don't know that 3 4s are 12, that's where you go wrong. That's why I like this system. 4 5 is 20, 4 3 is 12. Put in a note, carry the 2, and 12 is 14. Now the official way. 4 5 is 20, put down the note, carry the 2, and 4 12s. See how nice it is to put it down there, because you're already there. Put down the note, carry the 2, and 12 is 14. So it doesn't really matter, even if you do that all the time, because this is only a mental exercise. Do you think that a bank teller does this on a piece of paper? Or anybody else in the shopkeeper? Or it's done. So why not calculate it now? No. We are doing professional memory training. We're not training the calculator, we're training your head. Same thing. 3/4, if you feel comfortable, that's easy. 3/4, 12, and 3, 2, 6. So you don't even have to look at it anymore. Put down the 2, carry the 1, and 6 is 7. 3 7s, remember, you go down from 7, 7, 3, 2, 1. And this is amazing. 7, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you like this idea, do it. It's not crutch figures. 3, 7, 21, 3, 4, 12. Now you don't have to look at this anymore. Put down the 1, carry the 2, and 12 is 14. Oh, I told you that you can check answers yourself by reducing this number to 1 digit. 4, 7, 11, but that's still 2 digits, so 1 and 1 is, this is a 2. And this is a 3. And you do here what you do there. 2 3s are 6. It's staring you in the face. 1 and 1 is 2, and if you add 2 to an even number, you get the next even number, 6. 1 digit, 6. 6 3s, 18, 9, north, 9, north, done. 8. 8 4s, 32. Hey, 8, 32, that's 5. 1 and 4 is 5. Done. No calculator, no teacher. And now, of course, if you feel comfortable, only if you feel comfortable, then, so not 10 and not 10. And not 30 and 48. Of course you can do it. 2 5s, 10. See, I say it because I'm teaching here, but if I do this myself, I don't talk. I actually don't think. When you have learned things, you don't have to think anymore. You have to only see that this is 10. That is my system. Learning to see. You see the 10, you put down the nought, carry the 10, and 1 is 11. 30, put down the nought, carry the 3, and 48 is 51. I only going to do this one. So here, you now have your table. So this is 18, that's 16, that's 14, that's 12, that's 10, that's 8, that's 6, that's 4, that's 2. But now we have to put down and carry. 18, put down the 8, carry the 1, And 16 is 17. Put down the 7, carry the 1, and 14 is 15. Put down the 4, 15, put down the 5, carry the 1, and 12 is 13. Put down the 3 and carry the 10 is 11, and so on. 27, put down the 7 and 24 is 26, and so on. That needs a bit of practice, but so what? Instead of looking at your mobile phone all day, you can do this. So we do here 6 times 6. You can write it down if you want. 6 9, 6 7, 6 5, 6 3, 6 1s. And then you have to do it again with the second one. If you want, you can put it on this first line. 36, 28, 20. 12, 4. Before I said 46, forget about the 40, but not in this case. "54. Put down the 4, carry the 5, and 42 is 47. Put down the 7, carry the 4, and 20 is 24. Put down the 4, carry the 2, and 12. I'm lost here. 54, carry the 2 is 47. Put down the 7, carry the 4, 34. Put down the 4, carry the 3, and 18 is 21. 6 and 2 is 8. That's the first line. Now you have to, in the end, you know that the first line is, the second line has a note. Like here. The first line as is, 3 5s, 15. Because this is 20, that starts with the note, because you only do 2 5s and 2 3s. So the second line has first note, and the third line has 2 notes. But that is as a routine. To understand is you do 4, but it is naughty, so you have to start with that note. This is an enormous breakthrough in the teaching of maths. And it can only be done if you have followed the exercises of professional memory training. One of the most powerful assets is visualization. See things in your mind's eye. In your mind's eye. So if I work with children, I say, do you remember? Close your eyes. You got a room yourself? Yes. Where is your bed? Where is the door? Is there hanging something above your bed? Years ago, my daughter did a Chinese dynasties. My God, that's a lesson and a half. She said, Dad, how can I remember? And I told her that every name in your room, so in a familiar surrounding, where you have probably 20 things, a pot or a painting, and every title you attach to that painting. So your room is full of names of Chinese dynasties. Later on she said, Dad, it worked wonders. When I teach spelling or reading in minutes, I say, don't write the stupid spelling words 4 times a week because it is a chore. That has no interest and it has no learning. If you have a group of 20 words within 5 seconds, you can have a story. Not the teacher, kids make a story. The title is big, so the kids is already lost. Because the teacher has given the title. And all the teacher says, make it interesting. Use descriptive words. He has already lost the whole class. So these poor kids start with an empty page. Well, if you read my reading in minutes, you see what a wrecking yard that becomes. So, you have a list of words. This is the introduction to this. Because that's how it works. We are discussion visualization. Then you have a list of words. You have to find the connection between them. And the first rule is, don't tell me that 2 words don't go together. You must make sure they go together, no matter how ridiculous it is. A chicken, donkey. Well, the chicken can sit on the donkey, why not? It's only a memory training exercise. Aha. I discovered this only a couple of weeks ago and I'm 90. Because I had a page, the vision clues. Far too complicated. So, we start with this famous one. 9 sixes. Think one less than the partner. My God, we are champions in this. You see the 9, you remember the recipe, and you say or see or write the answer. Then I say to students, close your eyes. And I ask them, can you see the 9? Of course they can see the 9 in their head. They've never done it before, but as soon as they close their eyes, they can see that 9. It's an amazing discovery. Yeah, I didn't discover it, I learned it, so I use it. Can you see the multiplication sign? Yes. Can you see the 6? Can you this sign? Can you see the answer? Yes. Let's repeat. 9 sixes 54. Keep your eye closed and start with 54. I have the 54 Can you see the 6? Yes. 54 divided by 6. Can you see the other number? Yes, 9. That's the answer. So you see 54, you just go back. You see the 54 divided by 6 is 9. Because multiplication is the reverse. Division is the reverse of multiplication. 9, 6, 4, 54. 54 divided by 6 is 9. And you can do that twice. Because 6 nines is this and 9 sixes. So we have 2 goes. 54 divided by 9 is the other one. You've only got 3 numbers. How on earth can you not visualize 3 numbers? This is the only example that I am going to do with so much zest. I've written the others, but the exercise is done. I'm going to do it again. You see the 9. You see the multiplication, 6. You remember the recipe, think one less in the pater. Going. So multiplication is this way. You close your eyes. You see the 54. And you go to the left and you see the 6. So you say 54 divided by 6. That's the third number. And 54 divided by 9 is this number. You've only got 3 numbers to work with. So I should have started with this pace. This is enormous breakthrough in learning numeracy. From the known to the unknown. It's again like stepping stones. I'm now quickly going through the whole rigmarole. Think one less and the partner 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 18 divided by 9 is 2. Same thing. Think one less in the partner. 9, you only have to remember 9, 6, 27, and then close your eyes. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 27 divided by 9 is 3. 36, and you close your eyes and you go back. 36 by 4 is 9. 36 divided by 9 is that one. 45 divided by 5 is 9. 63 equals 63 divided by 7 is 9. 81 divided 9. 72 divided by 72 divided by 9 is the missing one. 3 numbers. That's why it only works if you know your timetables. Visualize. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 30 divided by 6 is 5. You can see it in your mind. 6 and even, half the number and that number. 6 and even, half the number and that number. So in your head you do, you go back. 36 divided by 6 is 6. 5 and even. Half the number and a naught. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 6 and even. Half the number and that number. So 24 divided by 4 is 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4. 6 and even. Half this number and that number. 5 fours. Half that number and a naught. 5 eighths. Half this number and a naught. And then you close your eyes and the division is the other way around. And we're going to do that with all the others, and I'm not saying anymore, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's nobody in this world, not a professor with 500 certificates. No, I'm not saying that they're dumb, but they were never looking for it. And if you don't look for things, you don't see things. See, these people think that they know it all, so they're not looking anymore. They are sitting on the horizon. Look at this. If you go from 7 to 3, you go down. Next one down is 1, next one down is 2. If you go from 8 to 4, you're going down. Next one down is 3, next one, and then back to front. And this is the double of that. 7, 3, 21, 7, 6, 42, 8, 4, 8, 8, 64. Well, these 9 partners, man, they are our biggest friends. This is the most peculiar number or set of numbers. The 9 partners. I only have written the first one and the third one. 1, 8, 2, 7, 5, 4. So if you remember this as a picture, the first one and the third one, 3 6s are 18. Man, this is magic. And I already told you before, a 3 is 6 is 9, 1 and 8 is 9, and half 36 is 18. That's an amazing, this is an amazing page. So we can do now, because in school kids don't know their tables, they're now allowed to do long division. So instead of finding the biggest number, what is the, okay, this is the story again. I only say once, and then you forget about it. You know that you can't. 2 doesn't go into 1, goes into. So if the first step doesn't go, you take the first 2 numbers. If you want to say that in an old-fashioned way, how many 2s in 12? 6. So you actually do subtraction. How many 2s in 12? 6. And then you go back. You go to the left. How many 2 in 12? To the left, to the right, to write it down. And to the left again to put. How many 2s in 12? You go to the right. 6. And then you go back again. 6, 2 and 12. There's nothing left over, so don't put a naught there, that's silly. Take on the next number. I usually put an arrow here. So how many 2s in 3? 1. Do it again. How many 2s in 3 to the left? 1. To the right. To the left again. 1, 2 is 2. There is 1 left over. The schools think that you are a retarded person. So they say remainder 1. There is no such thing as a remainder 1. You've only got 1 out of the 2. You've only got 1 out of the 2, so you're talking about a fraction. Maybe I should have done fraction first, but fractions come a bit later. But forget about fractions. 1 left over, go to the top, out of that one. What's left over? Out of that one. What's left over? Out of that one. 1 left over, out of that one. Here the same. How many 2's in 2? 1. Go to the right. And you write as 1. And then you go back. And so you do that the same system. How many 3's in 12? 4. Nothing left over. How many 3's in 3? 1. Nothing left over. How many 3's in 4? 1. 1 left over. How many 3's in 15? 5. So that doesn't end in a fraction. Thank you very much. 4 lessons and we have almost finished primary maths. Maths in minutes.